There's something magical about a homemade fruit cake, rich, spiced, and packed with glistening fruit. For generations, it's been the centerpiece of celebrations, from Christmas to weddings. The aroma of cinnamon and caramelizing fruit fills the house, promising something special. Unlike most cakes, fruitcake improves with age, its flavors deepening over time. Each bite is a mix of soft cake, chewy fruit, and a hint of crunch. Don't be intimidated. Making fruitcake is simpler than you think, and the results are worth it. Let's dive into the steps for a perfect traditional fruitcake. Before you begin, take a moment to gather all your ingredients and equipment. Good organization is the foundation of successful baking, and having everything at hand will make the process much smoother and more enjoyable. Lay out your tools and ingredients on a clean, spacious surface so you can see everything clearly. For this classic fruitcake, you'll need a vibrant mix of dried fruits, currants, sultanas, raisins, glaced cherries, and mixed peel. These fruits bring sweetness, color, and a wonderful chewy texture to your cake. Measure them out into separate bowls to make mixing easier later on. For the batter, gather plain flour, a pinch of salt, mixed spice for warmth, unsalted butter for richness, dark brown sugar for depth of flavor, fresh eggs, and a generous spoonful of black treacle. Each ingredient plays a key role in creating the cake's signature taste and texture. If you like a bit of crunch, add some chopped almonds. They're optional, but they give the cake a lovely nutty bite and extra texture that many people enjoy. You'll also need a deep 20 centimeters round or 18 centimeters square cake tin. Make sure it's well greased and double lined with parchment paper to prevent sticking and to help the cake bake evenly. Set out a large mixing bowl for the batter, a smaller bowl for soaking the fruit, a sieve for sifting dry ingredients, and a sturdy spoon or stand mixer for combining everything together. These tools will make your preparation much easier. Precision matters in baking, so use digital kitchen scales and measuring spoons to ensure your quantities are exact. This helps guarantee a perfect result every time. With all your ingredients measured and your equipment ready, you're fully prepared to start baking. Taking the time to organize now will set you up for a smooth, stress-free baking experience and a delicious fruitcake at the end. Begin by gathering all your dried fruits, such as raisins, currants, sultanas, and chopped dates, into a large mixing bowl. If you're including nuts like whole or chopped almonds, add them in at this stage as well. Mixing the fruits and nuts together ensures an even distribution throughout your cake, so every bite is packed with flavor and texture. Take a moment to break up any clumps of fruit with your fingers, separating sticky pieces so they're evenly coated later. Next, pour your chosen soaking liquid over the fruit mixture. Traditional options include brandy, sherry, or dark rum, but you can also use strong black tea or apple juice for a non-alcoholic version. Make sure the liquid covers the fruit, then give everything a good stir. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and let the fruit soak for several hours, or ideally overnight. This soaking process not only plumps up the fruit, making it juicy and tender, but also infuses it with deep, rich flavors that will shine through in your finished cake. While the fruit is soaking, prepare your dry ingredients. Sift together the flour, mixed spice, and a pinch of salt into a separate large bowl. Sifting helps to aerate the flour, remove any lumps, and evenly distribute the spices, which is key for a light, well-flavored cake. Once your fruit has finished soaking, sprinkle a couple of tablespoons of the sifted flour mixture over the fruit and toss gently to coat. This simple but important step helps prevent the fruit from sinking to the bottom of the cake during baking, ensuring that every slice is studded with fruit from top to bottom. With your fruit beautifully plumped and your dry ingredients sifted and ready, you've completed the essential prep work. Now, Everything is set for mixing the batter and bringing your fruitcake together. Let's move on to the next step. Cream softened butter and dark brown sugar until pale and fluffy. Gradually add beaten eggs, mixing well after each addition. Add a spoonful of flour if the mixture curdles. Stir in black treacle for depth and color. Gently fold in the sifted flour and spice mixture in batches. Finally, fold in the flour-coated fruit until just combined. Don't overmix. The batter should be thick and studded with fruit. A gentle hand keeps the cake tender. Your batter is ready for the tin. Let's get baking. Spoon the batter into your prepared tin, smoothing the top and making a slight dip in the center. Bake at 140 degrees Celsius, 120 degrees Celsius fan, for about 4 to 4.5 hours. Low and slow is key. Wrap the outside of the tin with brown paper for extra protection. Don't open the oven for the first 3 hours. The kitchen will fill with a wonderful spicy aroma. Test doneness with a skewer. If it comes out clean, the cake is ready. If not, bake a little longer and retest. Patience here pays off with a perfectly baked cake. After baking, it's crucial to let your fruitcake cool completely in the tin, set on a wire rack. This step might test your patience, but don't rush it. Cooling slowly helps the cake settle and prevents it from breaking apart. The residual heat allows the flavors to meld and the cake's texture to firm up just right. If you try to remove it too soon, you risk crumbling or tearing the delicate crumb. So give it time to rest and come to room temperature naturally. While the cake is still slightly warm, use a skewer to poke small holes all over the top. This creates tiny channels for your chosen liquid, brandy, rum, or even fruit juice, to soak in. Gently spoon a little over the surface, letting it seep deep into the cake. This process, known as feeding the cake, keeps it moist and infuses it with extra flavor, making every bite rich and aromatic. Once your cake has cooled completely, carefully lift it from the tin. Gently peel away the parchment paper, taking care not to damage the edges. The cake should feel firm but tender, and the aroma will be wonderfully inviting. Next, wrap your fruitcake snugly in a double layer of baking parchment, followed by a layer of foil. This double wrapping locks in moisture and protects the cake from outside air, allowing the flavors to mature and develop over time. It's a simple step that makes a big difference in the final taste and texture. For an even richer cake, continue to feed it weekly. Unwrap, drizzle with a little more spirit or juice, then re-wrap tightly. This tradition not only enhances the flavor but also helps preserve the cake, making it perfect for enjoying over the holidays or gifting to friends and family. Store your wrapped cake in an airtight container and keep it in a cool, dry place, like a pantry or cupboard. Avoid the fridge, as it can dry out the cake. Proper storage ensures your fruitcake stays moist and delicious for months. Over time, this careful process deepens the flavors, resulting in a cake that's rich, moist, and bursting with fruit and spice. The texture becomes more luscious, and the taste more complex with every passing week. With your cake perfectly matured and ready, let's move on to the best part, serving and enjoying your homemade masterpiece. At last, it's time to enjoy your fruitcake. Serve thin slices as they are, or for special occasions, cover with apricot jam, marzipan, and icing. For a traditional twist, try it with a slice of sharp cheese, an unexpectedly delicious pairing. Properly wrapped, your cake will keep for months, even longer if fed with alcohol. It's the perfect make-ahead treat for holidays or celebrations. Fruitcake is a true classic, rich, lasting, and always a joy to share. Enjoy every slice!